Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to explain the fire prevention technologies. Fire preventions. Fire hazards. First of all, we know what is a fire hazard. Damage and injuries from fire can be both physically and psychologically changing effect. Even those employees who are not physically injured, safety and health professionals should be familiar with the fire hazards and their preventions. First of all, we need to understand that how fire start. There is a three things which is called fire triangles need to fire to start. One is a fuel, other is oxidizer, and third is ignitions. So this is called fire triangles. If one of these, one out of three is not present, fire would not start. So a condition to fire start, these three things must be needed. Now we understand what is a fuel. Fuels are a material that burns. Higher the temperature, easier and quicker they burn. Common fuels include some fuels are solids like acetone, alcohol, and toluene, and some fuels are used gases. Some fuels are gases such as acetylene and propane, and some fuels are solids in a solid, just like wood and papers, etc. These are types of fuels. Now we try to understand what is oxidizer. Any substance or anything which provide oxygen to the fire is called oxidizer. Um, it's you need to understand that combustion or fire is an oxidation reaction. It means that for combustion process, oxygen is needed. So oxidizer, what is oxidizer? Anything which provide oxygen is called oxidizer. Common oxidizer include acid, especially nitric and perchloric acid, chlorine dioxide, others such as potassium permanganate, mag- magnate, magnate and potassium chlorate. These are some example of oxidizer. Now we try to understand what is ignition. Ignitions. Ignition source can be a spark, a static electricity, or from electrical equipment faulty otherwise, and a lit cigarette, a hot light bulb. These are some source of ignitions. Now, what is a combustion process? A combustion process is materials in a combustion process. Material are broken down into the basic element. When substance burn, it releases carbon with oxygen to form the carbon dioxide and monoxide. When carbon dioxide is produced and when carbon monoxide is produced, this thing is try to understand. When there is excess amount of oxygen, then carbon dioxide is produced, and when a limited amount of oxygen is present, then carbon monoxide is produced. It's mean if there is some little amount of oxygen, then instead of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide is produced, which is a poisonous, highly poisonous. Some terminologies used in a fire hazard and its prevention. An explosion is a very rapid contained fire. When gases produced exceed the pressure capacity of the vessel, a rupture explosion must result. It means that if gases are filled in some vessel at a very high pressure and their pressure increase in the vessel, then explosion must be result. The simple example is a firecracker. Heat always flow from higher temperature to lower temperature, and heat flow by the three method. Heat transfer is accomplished by the three means usually, which is called conduction, reduction, radiation, and convection. Now we understand what is conduction, radiation, and convection. Condension is directly thermal energy transfer. Material near a source of heat absorb the heat, raising their kinetic energy. Material are very good conductor of heat, or concrete and plastic are poor conductor of heat. A radiation is electromagnetic wave transfer of heat in all directions from the fire and may be reflected off a surface as well as absorbed by it. Absorbed heat may raise the temperature beyond a material combustion point and then fire erupt. Heat may also be conducted through a vessel of its content, which may expand, may explode. Last one is a heat transfer mode is convection. What is convection? Convection is a heat transfer through a movement of hot gases, which may be direct product of fire, result of a chemical reaction, additional gas brought to the fire by the movement of air. Convection determines the general direction of a speed of a fire, causes the fire to rise as a heat rises, move in the direction of the prevailing air currents. This means that this is a fire, and gases above the fire is heat up. These hot gases rises up, and their spaces, their empty spaces cover the nearby cold gases. So a conventional current is produced in which hot gases rises up and their place filled by the cold gases. In this way, heat transfer from one part to another part, from low temperature to from high temperature to low temperature. This mode of transfer of heat is called convection. There is some first, now we understand what is spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion is rare. It means that spontaneous but can happen. Organic compound decomposing through a natural process releases a methane gas, which is a fuel. In a pile of oil stock rag, especially in a closed container, the fiber of the rag expose a large surface area oil to oxidation. The porous nature of rag also additional to oxygen to be absorbed, replacing the oxygen already consumed. When the temperature rises sufficiently, the surface of oil on the rack vaporizes. And now we understand what is a hypergolic reaction. Hypergolic reaction when occur when mixing fuels. Oxidizer produce just such as a rapid heat buildup, causing immediate combustion at a room temperature with no apparent source of ignition. Propofol hypergolic fuels self-ignite in the presence of oxygen found at a normal atmospheric concentration. White phosphorus is kept underwater. As it starts to dry out, the phosphorus erupts in the flames. Flash point. What is a flash point? Flash point is the lowest temperature for the fuel at which a sufficient vapor concentration are produced to allow the flash in the presence of ignition source. Fire points. Fire point is a minimum temperature at which the vapor continues to burn, give a source of ignition. Autoignition is a temperature is a lowest point at which a vapor of liquid or solid self ignite with no source of ignition. Ignitions. Now we understand how to detect the fire hazard. Thermal expansion detectors. These are some detectors. One detection of fire hazards. One is a thermal expansion detector. Use a heat sensitive metal link that melt at a specific temperature. It means that it has a heat sensitive metal link. When the heat rises to the some specific temperature, it melt. Heat sensitive insulation also melt at the specific temperature, initiating a short circuit and activating alarms. Photoelectric sensor detect the change in the infrared energy radiators by smoke, often by smoke particles, obscures the photoelectric beam, obscuring the photoelectric beam. Ionization or radiation sensors are used in the tendency of radioactive substance to ionize when exposed to the smoke. Ultraviolet or infrared detector sound an alarm when the radiation from fire flame is detected. So these are some detector of a fire hazards. Classes of fire. We classify the fire into the four forms: class A fires, class B fires, class C fires, class D fires. Some special categories. There are some also special categories. What is a fire? Class A fire. Solid materials such as a wood, textile, and other product, paper housing. If fire start with these material, it is called class A fire. If fire start with a flammable liquid or gases, then it is called class B. If the fire start with electrical, referring to live electricity situation, not including the fire in other materials started by the electricity, then if a fire started from electrical components, then it is called class C. Combustible, easily oxidized metals such as aluminum, magnesium, and titanium and zirconium. If the fires started from these easily oxidized metals, then it is called class D fires. Special category extremely active oxidizer are mixtures flammable containing oxygen, nitric acid, hydrogen peroxide, and the solid major propellant. If a fire started from these, then these are included in a special categories. Class A fire mean a fire involving ordinary combustible materials such as a paper, wood, cloth, or some rubbers and plastic. If these materials burn, then this fire is called a class A fires. If flammable are combustible liquid, flammables, gases and greases and the similar materials and some rubbers and plastic material. If a fire starts from these material, this is called class B fires. If a fire starts from energizing electrical equipment, where the safety to employees required to use of electrically non-conductive extinguished media, then this fire is called class C fire. If a fire class D, what is class mean by fire? By class D fires mean a fire involving the combustible metals such as magnesium, titanium, zirconium, sodium, and lithium, potassium. If fires are from these combustible metals, then this fire is called fire class D. Flashpoint flashpoint mean the minimum temperature at which a liquid give off enough vapor to form an ignitable mixture. And in general, the lower the flash point, greater the hazards. It means that it is a minimum temperature. It's when at which a liquid gives a flammable mixture, a flammable flue. Uh, it means that liquid gives off of enough vapors to ignite table mixture to start the fires. It means uh, lower the flash point, greater the hazard. It means that at lower temperature, these mixture start to burn. Flammable liquids have a flash point below 100 centigrade Fahrenheit and are more dangerous than the combustible liquid since they may be ignited at a room temperature. Combustible liquids have a flash point at or above 100 Fahrenheit. Although combustible liquid have a higher flash point than the flammable liquid, they can also pose a serious fire and explosion hazard when heated. So these are classes of flammable and combustible liquids. So these are we are going to explain in next classes of some flammable liquids. Class 1A ethyl ethers, its flash point is minus 49. Class IB gasoline, methyl, ethyl ketone, toluene, these are their flash points. And class IC xylene and turpentine, these are their flash points. If you discover a fire, what you do when you discover a fire, then first thing you do, you do a fire alarm. Pull the nearest fire alarm to warn others of a fire danger. Never ignore an alarm. Call 1122 reporting the fires in Pakistan. Call 1122 reporting the fire immediately or call from nearby phone. Know your building address and speak calmly and clearly. It means that when you report something to 112, you should need to calm and clear so that you can explain everything to them. Extinguishment, if the fire is small, extinguish it. If it is spreading, get out and close the door behind you. Evacuate, if there is no smoke, walk quickly to the nearest exit. If there is a light smoke, Stay low and crawl to the nearest exit. Remember, alternate exit and never evacuate to the roof. Go down and out of the building. Elevator. Never use elevator in the fire emergency. An elevator might stop at the floor or malfunction. Always use the stairs in. So in fires, you should never use elevators. Mean of egress. Important issues relating to the mean of egress. Door that serve as an exit must be designed, constructed, and maintained in such a way that the mean of egress is direct and obvious. Window that could be mistaken for the door in an emergency situation must be made inaccessible to the occupant. Any component of a structure must have a minimum of a 2 mean of egress, which exceptional as set in the code. The minimum number of mean of egress from any story or any part story is a 3 for occupancy load of 500 to 1000 and 4 for the occupancy load of 1000, more than 1000. If there is a 500 or 1000 occupant, then egress mean of egress should be 3, and if more than 1000, then the mean of egress should be 4. It means egress must have a capacity sufficient to accommodate the occupant load of the structure calculated in the according with the requirement of life safety code. All exits must be easily accessible at all time in the term of both location and agreement. Travel distance to the at least one exit must be measured along a natural path of a travel beginning at the most remote occupant space, ending at the center of the exit. All the exits must terminate at the public way or at yards, courts, or open spaces that lead to interior of the structures. All means of egress shall be illuminated continuously during time when the structure is occupied. Emergency light for all the means of egress must be provided in accordance with the code. Exit must be marked by readily visible, approved signs in all the cases where the mean of egress is not obvious. If an area contains content that is classified as highly hazardous, occupant must be able to exit by traveling no more than 65 feet. Tips and techniques for fire safety. Install smoke detector. Smoke detector can alert you to a fire in your home in time for you to escape, even if you are a sleeping. Install detector on every level of your home and outside each sleeping area. The fire bureau also recommends sleeping with your door closed and installing a detector with each bedroom for added protection. Test detector every month for following the manufacturer directions and replace the batteries once a year. Whenever detector chips to the low signal low battery power. First thing you should must install a smoke detector in your home or offices or any building. And the next thing you do, plan your escape from the fires. If a fire break out in your home, you have to get out fast. To prepare, sit down with your family and agree an escape plan. Be sure that everyone know at least two unobstructed exit, door and window from every room. If you live in an apartment building, do not include the elevator in your escape plan. You should not use your elevator to escape in the case of a fire. You must know. Decide on the meeting place outside where the everyone will meet after they escape. Have your entire household par- uh, part practice your escape plan at least twice a year. Third thing, you keep an eye on the smoker. Careless smoking is a leading causes of a fire death. Never smoke out of provided smoking zone or when you are drowsy. Provide a smoker with a large, deep, no tip ashtray, and soak butts with water before discarding them. Before leaving an area from after someone has been smoking, check under and around the cushion and up holstered furniture for a smoldering cigarette. Fourth thing is cook carefully. Cooking. Never leave Never leave unattended. Keep cooking area clear for combustible and wear clothes with short of tight or tight fitting sleeve when you cook. Turn pot handle inward on the stove where you can't bump them and children can't grab them. If grease catches fires in the pan, slide a lid cover the pan to smoothers the flame and turn the heat source. Keep lid on until pan is completely cool. Give space a heater spaces space. Keep portable and space heater at least 3 feet away from anything that can burn. Keep children and pets away from the heater and never leave heater on when you leave your home or go to the bed. Matches and lighter tools, not toys. In child hand, matches and lighter can be deadly. Buy the children resistant lighters and store all matches and lighter up high where kids can't see or reach them, preferably in the cabinet. Teach your children that matches and lighters are a tool, not a toy, and should be used only by adult or with adult supervision. Teach small children to tell that grown up if they find the matches are lighter. Older children should bring matches and lighter to an adult immediately. Cool a bun. Run cool water over a bun for 10 to 15 minutes. If bun skin blister or shear, see a doctor immediately. Use electricity safely. If an electric appliance smokes or has an unusual smell, unplug it immediately, then have it served before using it again. Replace any electrical cord that is cracked or frayed. Don't overload extension cords or run them under the rugs. Don't tamper with your fuse box or use improper size fuses. During a fire, crave low under smoke. You should crave low under smoke. When there is a smoke, you should crave low. During a fire, smoke and poisonous gases rise with the heat. The air is cleaner near the floor. If you must escape through the smoke, crawl on your hands and knees to nearest exit, keeping your head 12 to 24 inches above the floor. You must crawl on the floor when there is a smoke. You should remember because there is a above your because on above space, yeah, above atmosphere there is a poisonous gases and gases above near the floor is clean, so you should crawl to the hand in the smoke to the nearly exit points. Stop, drop, and roll. If your clothes catch fire, don't run. Stop where you are, drop the ground, and cover your face with your hand and roll over and over to smoother the flame. Finally, automatic sprinklers system will control most fire before firefighter ever arrive. Consider installing system in your home. Strategies for reducing the risk of a fire. These are some strategies. These can reduce the risk of a fire. One is prohibit smoking near any possible fuel. Keep fuel away from the area where there is open flame. Store fuel away from the area where electrical spark from the tool, equipment, wiring, or lightning may occur. Clean your flammable liquid spill as soon as they occur. Properly dispose of a material used in a cleanup. keep work area from the extra supplies of a flammable material, paper, rags, and boxes. Run electrical cords along walls rather than across other trafficked area. Turn off the power and completely de-energize equipment before conducting maintenance procedures. Fire prevention strategies. These are some are given fire prevention strategies. You can read everything. These tips help you in the prevention fire prevention strategies in fire prevention. Use at least flammable material whenever possible. Least flammable. Analyze the company to determine the type of potential fire and provide appropriate sprinkler and or extinguishers. Develop a database of flammability of a material available in a company stored container or flammable material away from the source of a heat or spark and away from the human. Do not permit smoking near the flammable material. Include a venting mechanism in the stored container and locate them near a drain. Minimum fuel storage container size to reduce the size of a fire that may involve those fuel. Isolate fuel from the source of a heat. Include a smoke detection system and portable fire ex- extinguishers in the uh, facility. Extinguisher should be easily available for every workstation. Make sure source of heat have a controlling mechanism and rare near fire detectors equipment. Check fire ex- uh, extinguish equipment regularly. Perform periodic inspectors inspection for the fire hazard and reappraiser for a fire hazard. Train plant personnel in a basic fire prevention, which should include the periodic fire drill. Make sure fire brigade personnel as well train, tested, and regularly practice fire control, stress, cleanliness, and an organized method of disposal of a flammable material. So these are some strategies for the fire prevention. So I hope so you learn these strategies or understand these strategies very well. Fire extinguish system, standpipe and house system provide the house and pressurized water for the firefighting. Houses for these systems vary from 1 inches to 2.5 inches diameter. Automatic sprinkler system are the example of a fixed extinguishing system because the sprinklers are fixed in the position. Water is the most common fluid released from the sprinkler. Blocking or shielding the spread of a fire can be done with inert foam, inert powder, and non-flammable gases and water with a thickening agent added. The fire may be suffocated under a such covering. Fire extinguished class A type, water based for area containing ordinary combustibles. Class ABC multi-purpose dry chemical displaces the oxygen and smoother the flames. Class ABC halon 1211 inhibits chain reactions of the fire. Class BC carbon dioxide displaces air and cut off the oxygen supply. These are some examples of a fire extinguisher. Automatic sprinkler system. Water spray a mist when activated by the heat of a fire. Halon a spray a halogenated chemical onto the fire. Halon decompose to the toxic gases when heated. Use must be carefully planned. Using fire extinguisher. If you think you handle the fire, sound the fire alarm to the set emergency plan in the operation. Grab the coolest fire extinguisher that confirm to the type of a fire. Activate the fire extinguisher and follow the direction for the use. If at any time you feel overwhelmed or extinguisher charges run out, leave the area and wait for the professional firefighters. Integrity of equipment. Firefighting equipment must well maintained and checked periodically for the pressure and integrity. Fire extinguisher must place prominently according to OSHA regulation. Suppression equipment such as a sprinkler system must also meet the appropriate OSHA and NEFPA standards. OSHA regulation for the fire brigades. Scope. While not required if an employer does organize a fire bridge, the requirement of this section applies. Pre-fire planning conducted by the fire local fire depth or the workplace fire brigade to become familiar with the hazard. Organization a statement, a description of the duties brigade members are expected to perform, a line of authority and number of brigade officers and training instructors. Physical capability, a fire requirement applied to the brigade members who perform the interior structure fire fighting. Employers who can meet the requirement may be member of a fire brigade but not perform the interior structure of firefighting. Firefighting equipment, fire equipment except the portable fire extinguishers and respirators must be inspected at least manually. Annually, portable extinguishers and the respirators to be inspected monthly, remove and replace damaged, unserviceable equipment, protective clothing, adequate protection for the brigade member who may be exposed to the fire in the advanced stage, smoke and the toxic acid and a high temperature, reflecting hazard that may be encountered by the fire brigade. Training and education, common rates with a function with the brigade is expected to perform. At minimum, hand off on the training is required annually. Respiratory protective devices required by the brigade's member by the working in the building or the confined spaces where the toxic products of combustion or an oxygen deficiency are likely, also emergency involving toxic substance. So, respiratory protective devices must be given to the brigades. Fire extinguisher use. When here's the use of fire extinguisher appropriates. When it means that when a right time is used to fire extinguish. Fire extinguishing is fire alarm, building evacuated, small and confined, non-threatened, escape, train and confident. Do not use if fire is a large, escape path and right type. Personal hazard, smoke, noxious fumes and unconsciousness. Pass method, pull the pin. How to use a fire extension? First of all, pull the pin, then aim the base and squeeze the handle and sweep the base. This is a method to use fire extinguish. So these are some example of fires and how they can be uh, evacuated, how they can be handled. If a fire start water when water used to handle the fires, safe for the use of on the wood, paper and textile. If the fire start from these materials, then use water. If fire start from these materials, then do not use water, sir. If a fire is how when use dry powder, use when the fire start from the paper and textile. Safe for the use on the flammable liquids, safe for use for the gaseous fire, and safe for the electrical fire. Carbon dioxide. Uh, these if fires are from these two materials, then you should use carbon dioxide to control the fire. If the fires are from these materials, then do not use a carbon dioxide. Off foam spray, if fires are from these two materials, then it's is fit to use a F foam spray. It is not perfect or used in these type of a fire blanket. Fires safe for the use on the chip pan, fires, deep fat fries, waste bin fries, and this type of the fires. Wet chemical, if a fire start from these two materials, then wet chemical is suitable. If a fire start from the electrical equipment, flammable liquid, and flammable gases, and if a fire start, if do not put a nozzle into the fat oil. So if a fire start from these four materials, then do not use a wet chemical. Thank you very much.